The Jewish community is sounding the alarm tonight, expressing concern after Roe v. Wade was overturned. WRTV's Caitlin Kendall spoke to an Indianapolis rabbi as the future of abortion in Indiana is still unclear.
I understand that there are two sides. There is a pro-life side and a pro-choice side, and that they each have religious, moral, ethical beliefs behind them.
For many, religion determines their position on abortion.
The problem is when one side tries to legislate the other.
Rabbi Brett Kirchhofer expressing concerns after Roe v. Wade was overturned.
Judaism is a religion that believes in a rigorous intellectual debate. And so there are times when abortion probably should not be allowed. There are also times when abortion needs to be permitted and, as I said, in the Jewish tradition, even mandated.
The Supreme Court's decision allows individual states to enact their own abortion restrictions. Kirchhofer says if Indiana were to ban abortion entirely, it would be against the Jewish religion.
The mother's life takes precedent over the fetus. And because of that, we know that it is not only allowed, but that even mandated to abort the pregnancy if the mother's life or her mental health are at risk.
Kirchhofer says a decision that makes it possible to ban abortion entirely violates the separation between church and state.
What we're talking about is a family or a mother who's in a very difficult situation and needs to make an impossible choice. We need to be able to be there for her, to support her, to advocate for her rights, to her bodily autonomy, and to her mental health.
If Indiana legislators make it illegal for Hoosiers to get an abortion, Kirchhofer says he will support his congregation in other ways, even if that means driving them to another state to get an abortion. But adds he hopes it doesn't get to that point.
What this looks like from other religious traditions is the favoring of one religious tradition over another.
Kirchhofer recognizes that people have differing thoughts when it comes to terminating a pregnancy, but says that isn't why he's advocating. He just hopes all viewpoints are heard.
The only way to solve that problem is for us to recognize the debate, recognize the places where we will never agree, and to honor those differences. It doesn't make me angry, but it does make me ready to roll up my sleeves and advocate for what I believe in.
Working for you, Caitlin Kendall, WRTV.
Well, as of right now, abortion is legal in Indiana, but changes are possible. That's because tomorrow a special legislative session to address Indiana's abortion laws will technically begin. However, last week, Indiana Republicans announced they won't physically return to the State House to conduct official business until July 25th. That means discussion on the state's abortion laws likely won't happen until the final week of July. In Indiana, a special session cannot exceed 40 days. That 40-day clock will begin tomorrow.